Hey, what's up guys? I'm here with my friend Omar and I want to talk about one very important thing today. Omar, how old are you?
47. I hate to admit it, but 47.
Omar's 47. It looks pretty good for 47. He's a little bit older than me. But when did you start riding?
Coming up to a year. It's going to be a year in November, actually.
All right, so Omar started when he was 46. So many of you guys ask me in the comments, what is a good age to start? Isn't it too late? How old can I be? All these kind of questions. And personally, I think it's never too late to start riding bikes. The earlier you start, the better. But it's never late. So you can always get into certain form, even though you start late. So Omar, tell me a little bit more about you. How did you start? Why did you start riding a dirt bike? What happened?
Really because of COVID. You know, I had a lot of time in my hands. I had a motorbike when I was back. I'm originally from Australia. I had a road bike.
What did you ride?
A Ducati.
Ducati, the monster thing?
No, it was a sport bike, 750.
Okay.
And I hadn't ridden a motorbike for at least 10 or 15 years, and then moved to LA and thought about getting a bike, but didn't want to ride on the road. And then obviously when COVID hit, I started to get a little bit more interested in it and bought the Honda and haven't looked back. I've got about 60 or 70 hours on it now, and I love it.
So Omar bought sorry, I interrupt you.
Sorry.
He bought a 2020 brand new, right?
Yep.
It's a brand new 250 RX, and you're riding on the trails and on the track too,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
put like 60 hours on the bike.
Yep, absolutely. It's been the best bike to learn on. It's just got enough power for me. It's great for single track, and I've been using it more on the track lately. I bought another bike for off-road, but this bike's now my track bike. So yeah, I love it. It's really forgiving. Suspension's plush, got enough power for me. So
I just took it for a spin, and the bike is really good. It's a good bike for the guy who's starting. And Omar, you already had a lot of experience with the bike, so he knows how to shift. He knows what the clutch does, and you know how to behave on the bike. But then there's a lot of things that are different on the dirt that you need to learn newly. Like you cannot always lean with the bike. You need to counterbalance, and then you are steering with the rear. You let that rear go loose many times, and it's a little new feeling that you need to get used to, right?
yeah, I mean, to be honest, to start off, I did some like private coaching just to learn how to ride off-road, just to get the basics, and it really set me up for like riding properly.
You went to see my friend at Moto Ventures,
Yes,
right?
that's right. Gary across the road, and it was amazing. Like it set me up for being able to ride properly. And then I recently did a few hours with an MX coach as well too, just to get a little bit familiar with the track.
What's the biggest difference coming from pavement into dirt for you?
I mean, it's huge, right? Just everything, like standing up, obviously, the focus on standing up. Like you said, you know, being able to move the bike while it's sliding out, and just the finer points of like bike control that you have to know on the dirt, otherwise you get into a lot of trouble pretty quickly.
Exactly. So it's so different when you're on dirt. You just need to get confident more, and then just you need to be familiar with your bike not being always attached to the ground, but just going all over the place. And after you ride for some time, you will get that feeling. You know, your throttle control. I think you will feel it. How much you can give it, how much loose you can get if you go and slide in a turn and do the power slide, and when you do turns like that. So that's what I found really the funnest part of riding, jumping of course, and then just being able to control the bike when it's a little bit out of control. I think that's a really fun part of riding.
Yeah, absolutely. And cornering, right? Like we were talking about earlier today, the faster you can corner, the quicker you set yourself up for the jump.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what I've been focusing a lot lately on the track, is really cornering in ruts as well too. So yeah, it's been great. Like I mean, look, I'm hooked on it. I can't imagine not riding, you know, every couple of weeks. If it's more than 2 weeks, I'm like going crazy. So I love it.
So Omar is a professional living in LA, and he got a bike for dirt and needs to ride every week now. So that's good. You guys, this is the way I see it. You either get a bite and the bike will bite you, and then you just have to ride, and you always think about it. He's telling me that he's checking everything on YouTube, you know, and then he just likes to ride. That's how we got together. He sent me an email. I had email on my YouTube channel, so you guys, you're welcome to send me email as well. We can meet and ride together. I do this all the time with the guys from the channel. So thanks for getting in touch with me. It's fun to meet new people and to hear their stories. So starting at 46, getting the bike, the bike, and just loving the dirt bikes. That's what I really like to hear. That's why I asked him to do this interview with us today, because I wanted to share it with you guys. Maybe you are watching this video now and you are thinking that you want to get in a sport, and maybe you're thinking that you are too old or it's too hard to learn. I don't think so. It's not too hard to learn, and it's I think it's rewarding. It really pays off once you get a little bit into it, and it's a great workout too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like, yeah, I mean, I can do like 3 or 4 laps now, but it's good just to test yourself and do another lap. But yeah, it's a great workout. Absolutely.
If you ride for once or twice a week, you have to stay in a shape to be on a certain level, and it just pushes you to be alert, to be active, and then to just stay in a good shape. So I think this is an amazing sport. And I think you are a little bit older. You already are established. You have your life and everything. So there are other hobbies you could be doing. You could have boat, or you can do some other stuff. And I think actually the motocross and everything around it is not that expensive if you look at that aspect.
No, it's not, right?
Right?
I mean, under 10,000, 6,000, you get a decent bike and you can start, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, it is. It's I mean, it's affordable, and if you've got the capacity to go and learn how to do it, you can enjoy it, definitely.
So guys, don't hesitate. If you're a little older, you can start. And then I think you did really good starting how to learn. I think that's really good if you don't just get a bike and try to learn on your own. I mean, you can do that, and there's a lot of good coaches online. But it's really good if you go somewhere and some pro rider, pro coach will look at you and will tell you what you are doing incorrectly, will fix your body positioning, will give you the basics. Once you have the foundation, you can just keep drilling, keep learning, and you can get better. But if you start learning with a funny form, dropping elbows and standing flat-footed and all that, then it would be very difficult to go back and change those habits. Do you agree with me?
Absolutely. It made the biggest difference going and getting coaching, and getting, like you said, a professional to show you the finer points of how to position your body,
Yeah.
how to maneuver the bike. It made all the difference, and it just helps you feel more confident as well too, because it's so different to riding on the road. That I think I did the right steps in that.
Just wait a little bit. Bunch of guys starting bikes now. Okay, so also Omar was asking me what is a good bike for him. He wants to get better on a track. He got a bike for a track now. He wants to get better, and he has this 254 stroke. So I'm telling him, because he want to buy another bike, I'm telling him get 125 two-stroke. And I've been preaching this for like a year, since this is my story too. I got 125 two-stroke, and it opened my eyes, and I can see that it helped me a lot. So definitely, Omar, if you get 125 two-stroke, it's difficult to ride, but once you get it, then the skill you learn, you can just easily use on all kinds of different riding. You can be faster on a four-stroke. You learn your clutch, you learn the momentum, you learn to keep the bike on a pipe, you learn to coming into the turns higher speed, you get more comfortable carrying more speed, and all that just translate into being more safe and being faster and just have more fun on a bike.
Yeah.
So 125 definitely
I
the
have to
way.
convince my girlfriend first, but if I can convince her, then maybe I'll get a 125. But yeah, I mean,
Should.
I've heard that definitely, like, learning on a two-stroke really helps your sort of track skills. So yeah, maybe we'll see. But for now, this bike's great. I love it. It's
good,
awesome. It's
yeah.
really forgiving, and I love riding it on the track. So
Cool.
yeah.
All right, man. Well, you guys, hopefully you get little motivation there. If you are in the same shoes, thinking maybe starting to ride, and you're watching this video and you don't ride yet, go for it. You're gonna love it, right, Omar?
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for the interview,
Yeah.
and you guys don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.